This is my 1929 Ariel Model F, and much like I love old bikes and it's a reliable old beast, you have to do a bit of maintenance, and I'm doing what should be a really small job. I want to replace the back brake return spring. How hard could that be? Well, actually I've already had a couple of hours at this, and I've removed loads of parts, stacks of grease that was around here, which I'll come to later on. And the best way I think to video this and show you what's involved is to sort of clean it up, put it back together roughly, and then take it apart and show you what's involved. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, you'll notice the back wheel's missing. That's nothing to do with this. I was working on the brake and I thought I'd have a look at the brake shoes and other things. But as you can see on this side, there's quite a lot already taken off. I've taken my clutch cover off here. I've taken the brake lever off there and the brake arm off there. I've taken the foot peg off there. I've taken my exhaust off this side, I've taken my exhaust off that side because you have to get a shaft through for the foot peg, and that's only the start of the job. Right, I'm going to put the camera down here and I'll give you a better idea what I'm doing. Okay, so you can see the clutch cover here. Now I've took the chain guard off too because that was on here and it's just easier to get to. So once I've taken off, as I've said, the foot peg and the brake pedal and the cover off the clutch and the various nuts and bolts to hold this on, you can take this off. The clutch cover. Now here is the shaft that the brake fits on. That's the brake fits on there, and the spring is carefully hidden away in there, in between the two back engine plates. So you have to take off this bracket which holds the gearbox onto there. You have to take all the bolts out of here and here and here. There's two bolts on there because, well, two nuts, because one holds that on, one holds them both on. Then you pull this off and I'll try and show you here. There's part of the foot peg. There's the plate. Then on here, there's the spring. Can you see it on there? And the spring fits on that spacer, which fits on that shaft, which is for the foot pegs, and hooks over there. So all I've got to do, now I'm trying to put it back together, is put all of this back together with that hooked in the right place and assemble all of that just to replace the back brake spring. Cool, huh? Now I would show you that, but actually looking at the gearbox, there was so much grease, because it's a grease-filled gearbox, coming out this back bearing, but clearly I need to put a seal on there. I'm going to put a sealed bearing, well, sealed on this side. So I'm actually going to pull out the gearbox and the clutch and all that. But that's for another day and another video. But I thought I'd show you quickly how easy it is to change the back brake return spring on a 1929 Ariel.